Okay. I don't drink the drink finish if I go cheers. God I beg. But then cheers to a new beginning. Cheers to motherhood. Cheers to all of you who have sticked with me from my becoming a mom series to my transitioning into motherhood. You guys are the real MVP. I actually noticed that my last vlog, like my labor and delivery vlog, wasn't as comprehensive as it was supposed to be. And that is actually because when I was packing my hospital bag, I was legit telling God that I didn't want to spend 3 days in that hospital. Like, bad as a bad, 3 days. I didn't want to spend more than 3 days in that hospital. And that is exactly what God did for me. I didn't even have to spend 2 days. I didn't spend 2 complete days. I only spent 1 day and a half in the hospital. Because we didn't spend enough time in the hospital, that was why I wasn't actually able to vlog as much, coupled with the fact that everything happened so fast. I wasn't even in the space of vlogging at all. But then we have passed that stage now and we are in another phase of our life. But before we start, I would like to show you guys, like, I would like to introduce my baby to you guys because it is definitely our baby. Hello, baby. Say hello, aunties and uncles. I'm actually putting her mouth in the camera. Oh, my blessed baby. My cute little Ada. So, yes, my baby. My baby's name is Blossom, and our Igbo name is Adugo, and our Kwaibo name is Inobo. Just like the name implies, you shall blossom. Mwah. She's such a peaceful girl. She's such a lovely girl. She has a daddy's skin tone. This girl legit betrayed me. How can I carry a baby for 9 months and you end up looking exactly like your father? Actually, your father is running. My precious gift is here. Let me lay her back and let's get into this video. The story I'm about to tell now is actually one that proves that God is faithful, is one that proves that whatever you say to God, He's actually going to respond. Like, God actually gives us that which we ask for. He just wants us to ask. So I already made it known severally that I passed my due date. I was actually hoping that I would spontaneously go into labor, and that was because from the first time I was pregnant till the last of my pregnancy, I was working. I legit work from when I found that I was pregnant till almost 39 weeks because I was 38 weeks and 5 days when I stopped work. So that's almost like 39 weeks. So I was working, and in my place of work, we have staircase. There's a two-story building, there's a one-story building, and you have to climb it every day because that's where we keep our patients. And then in my home too, we stay in a two-story building, and our house is the second floor. So it is either I am climbing the staircase at work or I am climbing the staircase at home. So even though I am off duty, I still have the staircase at home to climb. So I was thinking that all these things are going to just spontaneously put me into labor. Like, labor is not going to even stress me. Like I was that was what I was thinking. But that was not what my body was thinking or what my body did. When I stopped work, I started taking the pineapple juice. I started taking dates. I started taking okra water. I started going for long walks. I was climbing the staircase up and down, up and down, up and down. I was doing Kegel exercise. I was doing everything that I could to make sure that my body would go into labor. But it did not just go. And when 40 weeks came, nothing happened. 40 weeks 1 day, 40 weeks 2 days, 40 weeks. I was just looking at the calendar and was like, what is happening? I'm not carrying this baby to 42 weeks, so never ever will I ever. So at 40 weeks, I actually went for a scan. Myself and my mom, we went for that scan, and the scan confirmed that everything was fine. Baby was positioned well, baby's weight was 37, and then everything was okay. So I was like, since everything is okay and baby's head is already down, what is keeping the baby? So at 40 weeks and 5 days, that was when I went to see my gynecologist. And I told her that, see, madam, I am over this thing. I'm tired. Why is labor not coming? So she tried to console me. She tried to tell me, oh, this, that, that. She told me that, okay, since you've passed your due date and you are so eager, you're going to come in for an induction. So she admitted me. I already said this in my previous video. She admitted me that same day, and I had to come back home to pack my bag. And then I informed my husband that I was admitted, and that was how we sha came back home. That day we packed our bag and we went. So I came back home. I was so frustrated. I was thinking about so many things at the same time. I was thinking about the positive stories I've heard about induction. I was thinking about the negative stories I've heard about induction. I knew that, of course, induction is not 100% accurate. It can fail, and if it fails, you will have a C-section. And I did not want to have a C-section, not because C-section is bad, but because it is not what I want. I only want a C-section if it is actually going to save my baby's life all my life. But say me voluntarily want a C-section, that was not my plan. So I came home. I was emotional. I was crying. I prayed to God. I spoke to my husband about it. I told my husband about my fears. My husband came back. He prayed for me. I felt assured. I felt peace. I was calm. And then we went to the hospital. Went to the hospital. We were admitted. Went just around few minutes to 6. We were admitted, and I was shown my bed. And the nurses came, introduced themselves to me as the nurses. Told me that, oh, you'll be going for your induction tomorrow. Just be at peace. You don't have to worry yourself too much. It is not a painful procedure. Other people have done it. They were really nice people. They were so kind. I was just like, oh my God, see me. This is supposed to be my job. It is me that used to welcome people into the hospital. It's me that used to tell people that this is what you will do, this is what you need, this is what you don't need. Now somebody is telling me this. I was so I was so emotional. I don't know, but the whole process just made me so emotional. I already showered before I came to the hospital, so we didn't have to shower again. We just settled in. We're just looking around. We're not even talking. I was not even talking to my mom. My mom was not even talking to me because my mind was already. I was thinking about so many things at the same time. The devil was just trying to play with my brain. I was thinking about what could go wrong. I was thinking about whether I was going to come out alive, whether my baby was. God, I was thinking about so many trash. But then I had to cancel it there and then, and I prayed about it and I moved on. And then I slept off. When I slept off the next morning, it was the nurses that came to wake me up, one of the midwives. She actually came to tell me, oh, madam, you have to come down and let's do the induction. So I followed her into the labor ward, and then she brought out the medication. She inserted one inside of me, and she gave me another one to put sublingually, which is under my tongue. And I was supposed to allow that one under my tongue dissolve, and then I swallow it, and then everything is just going to start. So before she inserted the one inside of me, she checked and she saw that I was already 2 centimeters dilated. So she was like, "Oh, you're already 2 centimeters dilated. Your cervix is already open. So that means that this can be very fast. Like this is going to happen very quickly." I was like, God, I beg, let it happen very quickly because that is what I am here for. So she inserted it and she gave me the one under my tongue. And when she gave me that one, I did not allow that one dissolve. Like I did not swallow the one under my tongue till it was like 2 hours later. That was by 6 a.m. I let it stay there. I was thinking. I actually went to take my bath again because I knew that once labor starts, I might not have the opportunity to even want to take my bath. So I went, I took my bath, and then I eventually swallowed the medications. After that, I brushed my teeth and then I tried to eat because, of course, they will always say that you need energy to push. So you have to put something inside your stomach. So I tried to drink tea. I took tea and I took some biscuits, but I vomited it, and that was because of the I think medication or something. That is one of the side effects of the medication. So I vomited, and that was that. And then my husband came in that morning. He didn't stay with us in the hospital because my mom has Ellen, and another boy is in the house, like a small boy is in the house. So somebody has to be with them, and my mom wanted to stay with me in the hospital. So my husband had to stay with them at home. So that morning, he made a very delicious rice. That rice has to be one of the best rice I have eaten that my husband has made. He made rice and he made fried fish, very tasty, just the way I liked it, and he brought it. Unfortunately, I wasn't having the appetite because at that point my body was already beginning to warm up for like my body was the contractions were coming and going, coming and going. I managed to eat 2 spoons, but after like 10 minutes later, I vomited it again, and that was when I knew that my tummy cannot hold anything again. So The pains were now beginning to be intense. The midwife actually told me that if I can walk around, I should, but if I can't, I should just lay in bed. I tried laying in bed because that seemed to be the easiest thing to do, but laying in bed just was too painful. When the contractions come and I'm in bed, it was not just funny. So I tried walking around. Walking around actually eased the pain, and I think it speed up the contractions. So that was how we actually went outside. She checked me again and she saw that I was 4 centimeters dilated. I was taking some mild strolls around the hospital, and then she checked me again. I was 6 centimeters dilated. When I was 6 centimeters dilated, she actually ruptured my membrane, and that thing was so painful. So after she ruptured my membrane, the pain skyrocketed. Before I was shouting in a very stillful way, which was what you people saw and thought I was a strong girl, but I know I'm strong, but she ruptured the membrane, and it was this the pain just went up. It was so painful. I was hey god, I was so mad. Like I was literally shouting and crying, like not like crying, but I was in tears, but I was shouting. And everybody in the hospital, they just know that this woman is going through something. So nobody is even looking at you weirdly. Women are trying. Oh, nobody's even looking at you weirdly or say, "Why are you shouting?" Or this. They are just like, be strong. That's how it used to happen. People actually telling me that, oh, you're even doing well. You're not even shouting, but you're not shouting. I was like, how people want me to shout again? This is so painful. Up, I was not even thinking about recording at that time. In fact, there was a time my mom even wanted to record me. I told her that please, I will break your phone, and if I break it, I will not know. Like it is not me that will break it. It is the spirit that is in me, because the spirit that is in me now, the spirit that has possessed me now, I cannot say, oh, please keep your phone, oh. So I was not even happy at all. I was thinking, it is at that point that you now start regretting your actions. I think that it's at that point that women would now start cursing or insulting the guy or the man that puts them in that way, because I was like, hey, are you sure that this is the right thing? Are you sure that I am going to come back to this particular thing? Like I'm going to do this thing again. And she checked me again. I was 8 centimeters later. This thing just happened very quickly. The whole contraction started by like 7:30, and then by like 10 o'clock, I was already 8 centimeters dilated. And then she actually told me to go and pull the gown I was wearing, and I should tie wrapper. Midwives and wrapper, then they use the wrapper play. So I pulled it and I tied my wrapper. So I went to check on my baby. She's actively sleeping. So I pulled it and I tied my wrapper, and I was moved into I walked into the labor ward and I laid down, and then she told me that okay, now is the time. Okay, she actually waited. She checked me again and she saw that I wasn't completely dilated. So she told me that it's remaining small. Let me just stay here. So she set up my IV line. The line is still like the mark is still even here. Very painful something. She set up my IV line, and then she connected a drip. That drip, so I think that was the hot drip that I've been hearing about. The contractions came very well, as if I wanted to pull. She told me to push, and I pushed. That first push I pushed, and no go lie, it was not push I push. I actually pushed out the poo that was in me. Because she was like, Madam, you come here, come shit, abi you come born. Well, that was so funny because I actually know that, oh, I want to poo. She asked me to push again. I pushed again, but it did not work. And that was when I just realized that all the things I've been learning from my TikTok school, all the things I've been reading about pushing and this and that, the thing failed me. I didn't even remember any of them. Like no one came to play. I just forgot everything. I was blank. I couldn't even do the things that I've learned, like even the breathing technique that I learned, that I would say that, oh God help me, I'll come on, this thing is just going to be sweet. The thing did not even work. And I also remember that before I even climbed on the labor bed, I actually told her that she should give me an episiotomy. Like before we even started the whole thing, I told her, please, nurse, give me an episiotomy. But she was like, we've not even started. You are telling me to give you an episiotomy. It is when you start that I will now give you when need. be. It is not you that will tell me, it is me that will see it. So she refused to give me the cut, obviously. She's not going to give me till maybe something like, well, as I pushed the second one and it did not push, like nothing happened. I was just doing God. And then she told me just relax, calm down. And funny enough, she was a young lady. I was thinking that midwives has to be old, like they have to be older women, like mature women. And I know that those women, like those mature women, can be very mean when you're not pushing the way they want you to push. They don't help you beat back. It's either they help you by slapping your leg or doing you something that's actually going to make you push out. So she was a young girl, young, fine auntie like that. I was really underestimating her because I was like, this one that is young, hope she's experienced. I don't want to hear story, but she outdid herself, not okay. She outdid herself, and I'm so grateful to God that it was even her that took my delivery because she did it single-handedly, just one, only how. So just me and her, and then the student nurses that were just there to help her. Give me this one, give me that one. She was just the only person that did it. So I pushed the third time and the baby's head actually came. That push that I pushed the third time, I pushed it with all my strength and power, and the baby's head came out. When the baby's head, like not the baby's head did not completely come out. The baby's head just came out small. That's what they call crowning. Just a part of the baby's head just surface. You could see it from the outside, and the stenosis were there. The guy was even there, but I did not mind at that point because I was not even seeing the boy at all. The boy was the one that was even telling me, madam, please push, your baby's head is already here. I was like, if I slap you there. It was not trying to tell me that you have to push this baby's head is already here. And definitely the baby was already out from the womb, and anything could have gone wrong at that particular point in time. Anything could have gone wrong at that particular point in time because the baby is not in the womb, is not also outside. The baby is just tucked. The baby cannot breathe anymore. The baby is just there. So she was telling me, of course, the advantage. She was reminding me of things that can go wrong now that I don't want to push, or now that I'm claiming that I'm tired. So at this point, I was like, hey, God, what am I going to do? I was already tired, not like tired, but I was pushing in my head. I was pushing, but the push is not pushing because the baby is not coming out. So I was like, what is happening, God? Why me? So I just said a silent prayer. I reminded God that, Omo, you've brought me thus far. You've carried me from A, you have come to Z. So this Z now, you have to complete it. You cannot just leave me here now. You cannot leave me hanging. Please come and complete what you started. And then after I finished praying, I told the baby girl, baby, you have to come out now. Don't suffocate mommy. Don't stress mommy and don't stress yourself. I need you to come out healthy. And then she came back and said, oh yeah, let's push. And then I pushed. I pushed. That push was so long. I pushed, and then the baby's head finally came out. When the baby's head came out, she told me to take a deep breath, take a deep breath, take a deep breath. Now let's push again so that the shoulders can come out. And then I took a deep breath. I took some breath, and then I pushed again, and the shoulders came out. But then when the shoulders were coming out, the baby, actually gave me a little bit of tear, a first degree tear actually. So I was telling us again that you say you give me this episiotomy now, this baby for just come out easily. But then after I pushed, the baby came out. When the baby came out, the baby was not crying. Hi! The baby came out and the baby was not crying. And I was just listening. I was lying there waiting for the baby to make baby was not doing I say my baby is not doing what do you what do you mean my baby is not crying? So she immediately focused on the baby because remember she was alone. She immediately focused on the baby and she held the baby, tapped the baby at the back, trying to pat the baby, trying to resuscitate the baby. The baby still was not crying. The baby still was not crying. So She gave the baby CPR and then tap again. Then the baby made a when I just heard that, I was like, hey, see me, see wahala. So she did again. She rubbed the baby on the back and did, and then the baby finally cried, the baby cried, and I was like, oh Jesus! Under my bed, I was still there. I was still there. I was just like, hey God. I tried to say a very silent, quick thank you prayer to God, but I was short of words. I just couldn't utter any word. I couldn't say anything. I couldn't say anything. You know how you are, you know when you feel so overwhelmed, when something happens to you that you feel like, do I even deserve this? Or is this not too much? Am I not too small to receive this kind of blessings? Or is this not like I was just so overwhelmed that I couldn't even say thank you, God. I was just like, God, like in my mind, I was like, God, am I a mother? Like, guys, if I want to, if I want to cry, I used to use laugh to quench it. So that is the whole thing that I'm trying to do now. I just kept on remembering my friends' what my friends will say to me. So small you now, Kenzie, small you now. You don't be mama. Person go looking now. Person go look you now, call you mama. So like this now, you don't be person mama. But that was what was just ringing through my head. I was just like, so now I'm a mommy. So I was just like, so I'm someone's mother. So someone's going to look at me and call me mommy. Someone's going to look at me and want me to take responsibility for them. Someone's going to look at me and want me to do things for them. I mean, they are looking up to me for every. Guys, I was just there. I was just there on that labor bed, so overwhelmed. I was just thinking about my life. I was just like, God, is this blessing not too much? Is this not too much? Do I even deserve this? Are you sure that you've not mistaken me for someone else? I was so happy. I was so joyful. And it was at that point that I realized that my mom is not here. My husband is not here. I mean, this midwife did not even allow them stay here. I mean, you would have allowed my husband. That's when I realized it. And then after the baby started crying, she cleaned up the baby, pierced the baby's ear, do everything that she was supposed to do for the baby, wear the baby her pampers, her clothes, everything. And then she came back to me. I was just there looking at her. I was just there looking at her, looking at the baby. The baby was so perfect. Baby was so beautiful. Baby is just a carbon copy of the father. I mean, nothing common. The same face, the same color. Oh, I was just there watching them. Tears were just flowing out from my eyes. The student nurse that was there was just saying, Madam, sorry, sorry. In his mind, it's still the maybe the contraction pain or the small tear that the baby gave me that was making me cry. He did not know that I just feel so overwhelmed and so many things at the same time. So after the midwife was done with the baby, she came to me, she cleaned me up, she delivered the placenta, and then she gave me the stitch, like she stitched me back. She actually made sure I wasn't feeling any pain. So it was not too painful, but it was not something that I could not feel. I could still feel every needle and thread that was passing inside of me and was cross matching. So I could feel everything, but looking at the baby there was just so sweet. I was even telling the student nurse, the guy that was there, please help me and check if she's breathing. Help me and go and check whether my baby is breathing. No, let me know what I'm doing. So the guy will go and check and say your baby is fine. Just focus on yourself. You are the problem now. The baby is fine. So that was how she finished teaching me up. She made sure that every placenta that was in my uterus, maybe if there was any, she brought them out. She did a very good job in cleaning me up, and then she told me to calm down. I came down, and then she added me over the baby. She added me over the baby. I carried the baby. I carried the baby. I just looked at the baby. I couldn't even say anything. I was just like, oh, well, God, so that this speaking in my belly. Oh, well. So I carried the baby. I went out. And I saw my mom and my husband at the door. I was like, so you probably here since. I now thought to the nurse, why didn't you allow them come in? Some Nigerian nurses, some Nigerian hospitals, they can be very dramatic. You have to specify that you want your mom or your husband to be in the labor room. If not, they will not allow. In fact, most of them do not even allow anybody enter into the labor room because they don't want you to be too emotional, especially when maybe it comes to delivery now. So women, when they see their husband or their mother, they want to be doing petty petty. So the midwives, they don't even allow. Most of them, they don't allow. But because I wasn't too conscious, like because I was like I was not even thinking about it. Had it been I was thinking about it, I would have asked them to come in, but I wasn't thinking about that thing at that particular time. So that was just how that one went. So when I came out, they saw me carrying the baby. They were all very happy. My husband carried his child. My mom was happy to see her grandchild, and we are all just happy. And I was just thinking, so assuming the way this man and this woman were standing here now, something bad goes wrong. So this is how they will now go and say, sorry, oh, you lost your wife. Or they will now say, sorry, oh, you lost your daughter. Hey God. So this is what people go through because your husband is there, your mother is there. They are waiting for the good news. They're waiting for the midwife to bring the good news. And then when you come bearing the bad news, you automatically change everything. Oh well, I was just so grateful to God that everything just went as planned. And then I went back to my room. I sat there, I changed my clothes. I was just looking at the baby. The baby was, God, I was just looking at the baby. Even at night, I couldn't even sleep. I sleep for like 30 minutes. I have to wake up and look on. Is she still breathing? you know, they used to say that newborns, they try every day of their life, like every day of the newborn stage, they try to kill themselves. So that talk, I don't know where I read it, but the talk keeps haunting me. So when I sleep, I wake up and go and check, God, is this baby still breathing? My baby was just so perfect. I couldn't even sleep complete that night. I'll wake up and check. Is she okay? Is she fine? Is the cloth covering her nose? Is she hot? Is she cold? But it was just a lot. And then that was when I came back. Immediately I came back from the theater, I just carried food and ate, and I was just so filled up. And that was pretty much how the labor went. And after that time, I rested, and then that same night, I was discharged. And then we were not able to go that night because the accountants, the people that were supposed to collect money, were not around. Like the people that were supposed to collect to give us our bill, were not around, so we had to wait till the next morning. So the next morning, early the next morning, we went, collected our bill, settled it, and then we left the hospital in good condition. The last post I made where I was in labor and I was in pain, somebody actually commented, and I have blocked the person actually. The person said she does not, he or she, let me just say he or she because I don't know if the person is a woman or a man. He actually said, or the person actually said, he does not know why I choose to go through this kind of pain when I can just go for a C-section. I blocked the person because I feel like, in as much as you feel like I am in pain, you think that a particular path is best for me. I mean, the path that I went through is the path I chose. I've always told God from the beginning that I wanted an SVD, like a spontaneous vaginal delivery. Like I wanted to give birth to my child through the push method. I didn't want to go through a C-section. If I'd wanted to go through a C-section, I would have done it since I was 38 weeks. Oh, my baby has pulled. I would have done it since I was 38 weeks, but I did not want it. Not to say that that is bad, but it is just the path I choose. No path is better than the other. The people that do C-section, they still have their own pain. The people that are doing vaginal birth, they still have their own pain. So the one that you know that is best for you is the one you should go. So I blocked that person because I just feel like it is just a stupid comment to make. I mean, I told God that if all things are equal, I want a vaginal birth. But if the vaginal birth is going to cost something, either a person's life or something, like something bad is going to go, something bad is going to happen, or something is going to go bad, please. In fact, let the universe turn against the vaginal birth. In fact, let it be that the baby is even presenting well, but because God does not want me to have vaginal birth, let the baby now reposition to become bridge. Like I shut up to God about it, and I thank God that God just did it the way I wanted it. So the pain I felt, not like I enjoyed it, but it was a pain that I enjoyed. Do you understand? It is not like I enjoy the pain, but it's a pain that I enjoy. Like now, I like when you see a bundle of joy, you are enjoying it. I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but I choose. You have to choose your struggle. You just have to choose your struggle, and I choose mine. So I am not. That statement that person made was just out of point. So I am so grateful to God, and I want to also thank you guys for your love and support. You guys, most of you guys have been here since the very beginning of this series, like my Becoming a Mom series, till this time that we have transitioned into our motherhood. So I think you guys have actually been so you guys have been the best. You guys have been with me since we started this series, from the Becoming a Mom series till now that we are actually a mom. You guys are actually the best, and I want to let you know that God answers prayers. He answers prayers. If you need anything, just talk to him about it. If he's not going to give it to you, then you should know that it is not something that is good for you. I mean, if it is something that is good for you, if it is something that is worth it, he will definitely give it to you. But if you don't get it, that means that it is not good for you. I don't know if that makes sense, but that should make sense. Thank you guys for watching this video. I have to go and feed my baby because she's sucking her hand, and that means that she's hungry. She's hungry. She's so hungry. Baby girl is saying hello, and baby girl is also saying thank you. Thank you guys for watching this video. See you guys in my next video. Bye. Baby, say bye bye. Say bye. Oh, newborn baby. Bye, guys. Bye, bye, bye.